Good morning, everybody. This morning, I'm going to talk about President Trump's technique of negotiation. Senator Bob Menendez said that diplomacy is more difficult than negotiation or deal. Yes, it is true. What happens during the last 1 week is not any kind of diplomacy involved between United States and North Korea. It's a purely deal. Yes, President Trump should apply or exercise diplomacy toward other foreign countries. But as long as he deals with North Korea, you don't need any kind of diplomatic technique, only negotiation or deal. Because Kim Jong-un is not North Korean, the leader, Kim Jong-un is not the kind of person who wants any kind of a classic diplomacy. The former presidents such as Clinton, Bush, Obama, all of them, they have been exercising classic technique of diplomacy toward North Korea. It has never make them scared or make them be honest or even make them sincere in negotiation or dealing with the United States. President Trump, I think he began to recognize who and what it is North Korea as well as Kim Jong-un. If he applies the regular or classic mode of diplomacy with North Korea, it's not going to work out. He figured out. That's why he suggests a letter toward Kim Jong-un. If you are playing this kind of impudence and arrogance as a reply to our honesty as well as politeness, before I even begin to talk with you at the same table, I'm going to teach you how to behave. That was his message. No former president in the United States has done it because they are what's so-called good boys. Excellent education, modest behavior, proper etiquette. That's how they were trained and educated and brought up. That's the only way they can deal with the other partners, the other parties. President Trump knows who is the counterpart. Anyway, he is also not a teacher, but he is a learner, I can say, because he learned from the Kim Jong-un or Kim Jong-il or Kim Il-sung's brinkmanship. It worked out. Of course, we got to see how this negotiation, how this summit meeting is going to end up with a very successful and fully satisfying, mutually fully satisfying agreement. Putting that aside, at least reinitiation of or resumption or any possibility of resumption of this summit meeting is thanks to the possibility of resumption of this summit meeting is thanks to the President Trump's negotiation technique. North Korea got scared of it. Because as long as the United States doesn't want to continue this kind of a dialogue or negotiation with North Korea, even if the slimmest chance, U.S. will drop a bomb on the head of Kim Jong-un. He doesn't want it. That's why he want to hold Trump, President Trump, at least make him sit down with him to talk. What if President Trump has been very polite, even going back to the United Nations sanction against North Korea? Last two sanctions, UN resolution has been quite different, characteristically and fundamentally has been quite different from previous eight times of sanctions. It doesn't limit, it is not limited to controlling only nuclear related material or nuclear bomb or weapons. It fundamentally restricts and confines any kind of a transaction, cash transaction, or any kind of a cash flowing, illegal cash flowing in and out of North Korea by North Korean or even UN members. Well, that definitely makes North Korea, Kim Jong-un, suffocate in his economy. He might be successful. He has been successful in producing nuclear bomber, and he has been successful so far toward the United States. But Trump said that you are talking about your nuclear ability on the basis of talking or, bubbling about your nuclear capability, threatening United States. Okay, you only have a nuclear capability, but I have bombs and missiles to destroy you within a second. Stop playing around anymore. That's what his message. Well, at least it gives us some chance of breathing or chance of expecting successful United States and North Korean summit meeting. But by the way, here, as my title says, what I'm going to talk about next is not Trump's negotiation deal with or negotiation technique toward North Korea. He knows how to tame South Korea too. President Moon, since last March 8th, he has been so pompous, triumphant, almost climbing to the top of mountain, waving victory flag, but it is not. Nothing goes so smoothly as he expected. Of course, it can't be, because he's not dealing with any kind of a person who is weaker than him, in terms of negotiation, in terms of capability, in terms of head spinning. Look at them. Kim Jong-un, Xi Jinping, and Trump. All of them head up, above, top of his head. He may not correctly recognize that. He can deal with his level of technique of negotiation with them. No. especially the disastrous Korea and United Summit meeting last few days ago, held in Washington, May 22nd. I think the whole of the world saw it, have witnessed how Trump think about President Moon. What he said, the translator is going to translate. He said, oh, you don't have to do that. Translator tried to translate what President Moon said. Trump interrupt. You don't have to do that. I already know what that man is gonna telling me, because I have heard over and over, again and again. Nothing new. All what he's saying, he's gonna be saying, trust North Korea and sit down together and deal with the nuclear issue cooperatively. At the same time, give something North Korea as they request, as a part of showing your own mercy. Nothing has happened, nothing has been negotiated completely yet, but President Moon say first, give something or make some concession towards North Korea. Look at that. What happened? 24th? On 24th, the explosion, the demonstration of nuclear testing site, explosion. Right after doing that event, what North Korea say that is, that's a process of a nuclear arms reduction. That's what he said. Who recognized North Korea as a legitimate nuclear country? Nobody. If he said that nuclear arms reduction, nuclear weapons reduction, it means that implicitly he is boasting, he is making sure that North Korea is a legitimate nuclear country, as well as it is a kind of enforcement toward the United States. You have to recognize us, North Korea, as a nuclear country, just as you are a nuclear country. Recognize the whole of the world, by all of the world. Please recognize us as a legitimate nuclear country. That's the implicit meaning. That's the implicit but very strong pressure. At the same time, Assistant Secretary to the Foreign Affairs Ministry, Chesoni, said that, how dare she is, how dare she is, how impudent, how arrogant, how obnoxious. What she say that? Toward the Vice President of the United States. Denigrating him. Even rascal or mafia doesn't use that kind of word. By demonstration, all those kind of ridiculous and totally unacceptable attitude toward the United States. Chesoni and Kim Gae-gan, all these guys, their voices are not their own voices. It has proved that within just 9 hours after President Trump said that, okay, stop it. I'm not going to sit down with Kim Jong-un and talk about nuclear, denuclearization. I cannot trust that guy. They got shocked and embarrassed and trepidated. Oh my God. whether we are going to continue this denuclearization process or not. At least we got to hold Trump's sleeves. Make him sit down together with us, and then at least take time and elongate the time of a meeting, or procrastinated our promise. The first step, we gotta sit with Trump first. To do what? Not to do denuclearization negotiation, but to earn the time to prevent United States hitting North Korea. To save time, for survive, to save time, to deal with, to talk with China's, to beg China's help, assistance more, to press South Korea more. The essence, the summit meeting held on May 22nd, President Moon, he has never been as humiliated as this time, the last time summit meeting, in our total diplomatic history. Even former President Park Chung-hee asked for some help. Please don't withdraw U.S. troops from South Korea. Or ask for some economic assistance from United States. Or even solicit the United States to get some permission to develop our own nuclear capability. There was no such kind of a humiliation, diplomatic humiliation by United States. In summit meeting, as the leader of South Korea, South Korean president is saying toward the United States, I'm not here as a North Korea and U.S. mediator, but I'm here to solve this nuclear issue by helping United States, as well as strengthening our U.S.-Korean alliance. I think the minute when Trump heard that, in his mind, he might say that. He may say that, I know what you are saying. Do you really mean it? By saying that President Moon, following that statement, what he said is, please, at least allow us to give some kind of economic assistance, such as food and medicine toward North Korea, even before starting the summit meeting. I think it definitely make President Trump explode and infuriated. What is this guy talking about? That's why what he said while he's talking in Open 34, unplanned, sudden reporters interview, question led by question and answers. While President Moon says something, President Trump said that, I don't know this man. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know what he's listening, what I'm saying, we are trying to do. Well, North Korea got out of shock and surprise, very quickly replied to President Trump's ultimatum by saying that I am not going to have a meeting with Kim Jong-un. Kim Gae-kan, Vice Minister of the Foreign Affairs Department in North Korea, he revoked that statement within 9 hours after what President Trump said. Okay, with very politeness, extreme politeness, anytime, any place, we are ready to talk with you. You have never heard that kind of politeness from North Korea. And then, as I said in my talking yesterday, Kim Jong-un, if he wanna talk with President Trump, he will ask Kim Gae-kan and Choi Sun-hee to make an apology, as I predicted. Yes, not even within a day. Only 9 hours after Kim Gae-kan said that, well, this is the message from Kim Jong-un. We are ready to talk with you anytime, any place. That proves that what Kim Gae-kan, Choi Sun-hee's talk is not their own talk. It's Kim Jong-un's voice. Now the highlight is Trump say that. Of course, he never used that word, but Trump say that Korea just remain as an observer, not a driver nor mediator. We don't need your driving. We don't need your mediation anymore. Just shut up and stay as an observer. You know what is an observer? Any kind of meeting, if you are an observer, you don't have any right to talk or suggest any idea. Just listen and see what's going on. Just comprehend the meeting or the atmosphere for your own reference. You don't have even decision power. That's an observer. That's what Trump asked to South Korea to do from now on to until the meeting held between United States and North Korea. Why? That is the result of President Trump's observation and decision about South Korea. This is the epitome and showing of his distrust and despair, disappointment, disbelief toward the South Korean leader. From now on, no matter what you are saying, all what you are interested is not in North Korean denuclearization, but you want to have any kind of meeting or proceed any kind of meeting with the North Korea Kim Jong-un to discuss about the Korean Peninsula issue and also give some economic assistance as soon as possible, regardless of the process, the implementation of denuclearization. So even if South Korean leader telling me from now on, we are trying to help you, the United States. As you want, we are going to persuade Kim Jong-un to sincerely and honestly negotiate and fulfill your requirement, what you said you are going to do. I don't believe it. Trump don't believe it. Don't trust it anymore. How you can help me? Just shut up and sit there as an observer and watch it. What's going on? Trump is going to deal with this whole situation only with Kim Jong-un directly. Throughout the last 2 months, over 2 months, since early March, when South Korea suggests or telling me North Korea Kim Jong-un want to see you because he is really genuinely interested in denuclearization of North Korean nuclear capability and nuclear weapons. Since that, Trump has been watching you, Kim Jong-un, and China. None of them I can trust. As I told you a couple days ago, Xi Jinping, I like him. I told him I like him. But he is the best gambler in the world. #1 gambler. He's the best poker player. Who is going to trust the poker player? Who is going to do betting with a gambler? What he's telling me to one thing is completely different what he's telling to North Korea. Even if he said that he's going to be the best negotiator between North Korea and United States in terms of this North Korea and U.S. summit meeting, he's not honest. Second, Moon is not honest. Third, Kim Jong-un, of course he's not honest. But even if he's a dishonest person, from now on, without any kind of interruption by South Korea, or any kind of a mediation, any kind of a what's so-called driving, I will deal with it directly, whether it's going to work out or not. If I need your help, I will ask. If I need your help, South Korea, I will ask you what I need. Ask for your help. But so far, I don't think so. Please, shut up and sit down as an observer. Don't play any role. Don't try to play any role as a mediator. Instead of helping us, it may more interfere or impeding United States and North Koreans summit meeting. Watch out what I'm doing. That's a Trump's message. Please, the Blue House security councils and the security staffs or relevant ministers, please do not try to do anything toward North Korea. The more you try to do, Kim Jong-un try to take advantage of you, exploit you, instead of more getting serious in denuclearization, instead of getting serious to be more honest toward the United States, by using you as a mediator, playing double game toward the United States. That is highly probable. So as Trump suggested, shut up and sit down and watch it. Remain as an observer until Trump send any kind of SOS toward South Korea. Meanwhile, I think, how about President Moon just pay attention to domestic issue? I'm not talking about the, this election, June 13th election. The imminent issue is the employment, job market issue, and economy. Please pay attention to that more. That is going to be more direct help U.S. North Korean summit meeting. Of course, don't forget to enforcing or actively participated in UN resolution toward North Korea. That's the only way we can demonstrate and showing and convincing United States that we are genuine ally toward the U.S. and supporting what U.S. is doing for denuclearization of North Korea. Thank you. I'll stop it here. If anybody who watch, not only in Korea or overseas, especially in United States, our friends and our family, please subscribe and then also thumbs up. If you have learned something or anything interesting, you find out. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Bye.